Today I wanted to talk about my flower preservation and how it turned out to be a good metaphor of life itself and something that doesn't feel aligned with us and something that we have to let go of, but sometimes we can't or we just don't want. So I started to make jewelry with real flowers and I love orchids, so I preserved a couple of orchid blossoms. And today was the day when I was removing the flowers from the silica gel, and they turned out so pale and so dry and so ugly. And I do know that that was the whole point, to get all the moisture out of the flower to make it last longer so that I can cover it with um, glue to make it more sturdy because they were so tiny and so thin and so fragile. And I do understand that the color will fade away, but then I still struggled with how the flowers looked dry. And for a very long time, I told myself that I'm doing this because I'm giving the flowers the second chance to live, and I'm turning them into the beautiful jewelry that we can enjoy these flowers even longer. But today I realized something uncomfortable, because this feeling of dissatisfaction of how the flower turned out, I started to think about how I view life as it is, and I've realized that's I think that was my coping mechanism um, of not being able to fully let go of something. The flower was so beautiful that I wanted to preserve it so bad, instead of just enjoying it and looking at it every day. I just cut it out and put it in the silica gel to make it last longer. That was uncomfortable for me, to sit with the flower and just watch it die, watch it wilt. That's why I started to cut it and put it in the silica gel and do all these manipulations that I'm doing with flowers to make them look good as jewelry. And now I understand that that was about a little of control, because I didn't want the flower to just disappear. I wanted to turn it into something beautiful. And if we're talking about life here, sometimes I do this with relationships, sometimes I do this with job opportunities, sometimes I do this with um, any moment that I could just fully experience and fully enjoy. But I just try to grasp this moment so hard in my hands. Does it make sense? Sometimes we do understand that this person is not right for us, or this friendship is no longer serving us, or this job position doesn't satisfy me anymore. But because we had this idea of how it should look like, or we have this idea of what it was when we just started the relationship, or what it was when we just started this job, um, it looks like we just don't allow life to change, and yeah, to change colors, to change shape, because we grasp too hard to something in our minds. And I think that's the part of the reason why we always film something and we take pictures, because we try to capture this moment instead of fully living it, because we are afraid that this moment will go away, and there might be time when we will not forget. Well, when we will forget about it. I'm very happy that right now we can capture those moments. But also on the other side, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be on my phone that much. I don't need it. And I'm still trying to understand what is the antidote of this control and desire to not let go of certain things. I'm still in the process of finding this out for me. Because I think this beautiful phrase that the art of letting go, you're aligned with yourself and you have to trust whatever is happening that is only for you. I think you have to understand that you have your feet on the ground and you understand who you are and you will be okay no matter what. Maybe that's it. I'm not really sure. But as I was looking at these flowers, I realized that wow, that's not just giving them the second life. That's also a desire to preserve something that was never meant to last forever. And to sit with an uncomfort, like to understand that everything is going to die, is going to end. It's very uncomfortable. But this realization made me want to film this video, and I wonder if anyone from you also had this experience and how you dealing with it. Thank you.